This is continuation of our previous lecture in connection with capital market line. Already we have given you an idea about the capital market line. It is a line each point of which indicates a combination of optimum risky portfolio equities with a risk-free government bond. Now the question is how this line is formed or the equation of the line is developed. This particular line is called capital market line, and the mathematical interpretation we are now giving you to show how the line is formed. For that, we have assumed some symbol which we have already explained. IS means return of the risky portfolio of Markowitz model. Sigma X means risk of the optimum share portfolio of Markowitz model. RF is the return of risk-free asset government bond. Sigma F is the risk of risk-free asset, which is actually zero. X is the proportion of 1 rupee, sorry, invested in bond. 1 minus X is the proportion of 1 rupee invested in equity portfolio, and RSF indicates the correlation coefficient of the portfolio of equities and bonds. This particular term is very important because we will calculate the risk and return of the portfolio consisting of risk-free bond and equities by using Markowitz concept. That we are going to do now in our next slide. So look at this slide. We are combining portfolio of equity and risk-free bond. How it will be done? We will just simply apply the knowledge that we have gathered already for combining two shares in Markowitz model. Here actually instead of two shares, we will assume one portfolio of equity share and second one risk-free government bond. So your formula will be X into RF. RF means risk-free return of the government bond, and since we are buying X proportion of 1 rupee or spending X proportion of 1 rupee in government bond, so we have multiplied X into with RF. So remaining amount of 1 rupee, 1 minus X, is multiplied with RS means return of the optimum share. And when we add these two, we will get the return of the combined portfolio consisting of equity and risk-free bond. Next, we are calculating the risk of these two combined securities. Here, again, we will apply the Markowitz formula. The formula is x square into sigma x square plus 1 minus x square into sigma s square plus 2 into x into 1 minus x into portfolio into covariance of the equity shares and equity shares portfolio and bond. So that we have already indicated. The symbol, there is some typing error in the symbol. Already we have given you the symbol which is RSF. So this one will be RSF. This part you have to avoid. Now in this equation what we are doing? We are substituting sigma F is equal to 0. The reason for substituting sigma F is equal to 0 is risk-free bond, it has no risk. That is why we have to substitute 0 in place of sigma F. So the first part of the root has no sigma F, so it will remain the same. Second part has got sigma F, so it will be 0 now. because in place of sigma f we will write 0. And here actually covariance, if you go with covariance, then covariance is nothing but correlation which is multiplied by sigma s and sigma f. So in fact, if you modify this one, you can add sigma f into sigma s into RSF. So this RSF is now correlation between S and F, not covariance. So covariance of SF is equal to correlation of SF into sigma S into sigma F. So here you have to write sigma F and put that sigma F is equal to 0, then automatically this part will also be 0. So second and third part is becoming 0, only first part will exist. So risk sigma, that means risk of the combined portfolio is equal to root over 1 minus x square into sigma s square. So if we remove the root, it will be 1 minus x into sigma s. Therefore, 1 minus x is equal to sigma by sigma s. And x is equal to just bring 1 on the right hand side, opposite side, then it will be 1 minus sigma by sigma s. So now we are coming to the next slide. So we have already got from previous slide the value of x and 1 minus x. So you substitute value of x and 1 minus x in equation 1, which is expected return of the combined portfolio of equities and bonds. That means in place of x, we are writing sigma by sigma s, and in place of 1 minus x, we are writing 1 minus sigma by whatever value we have got here. In place of x, we are writing 1 minus sigma by sigma s, and in place of 1 by x, we are writing sigma by sigma s. So this is the value of x, and this is the value of 1 minus x. Then we are rearranging it, and after rearranging, we are getting this result. So this is the equation of capital market line. Note that this line is a straight line because this is independent variable R, means return of the combined portfolio. This is return of the risk-free bond, which is constant. It is actually intercept, and this one is the slope RS minus RF. Actually, this is nothing but premium of the security, premium of the combined portfolio, which has been divided by the risk-free returns sigma f, and then we are multiplying it by sigma. So slope is, this is the slope and this is the intercept. On the basis of that, we have calculated, we have developed, or we have drawn the next one is capital market line, which is a linear curve. The linear curve will start from point F. So distance from 0 to point F is risk return, and slope of the CML line will be the EG length divided by FG length. EG length indicates market return RM minus risk return RF, that is risk premium, and FG will indicate market risk sigma M. That means optimum portfolio risk. So here, actually, this one will be again some typing error is there. This one will be sigma M. So CML line that we are getting has a positive intercept. It is passing through the optimum point E. Optimum point E, we know the indicating the portfolio which consists of optimum equity share only. So This is my CML line. You can move any point on the CML line where your combination, you will get a combination of equity share and bond. So now in the next lecture that we will take up, we will discuss in detail the interpretation of this CML line. That's all for this particular lecture. Thank you.